Hey everybody, what's going on? Hellmite here, bringing you another video from Grab the Lantern today. Today I wanted to talk about Worlds for a change. I actually follow competitive League of Legends quite a bit. I don't know if you follow the blog at all, but I do a decent amount of writing there. I've also previously written for an esports site, so I have a lot of interest in this, and today I just wanted to take an opportunity to break down the groups at Worlds and how I think they're going to play out, because I do think we have some really interesting storylines going forward into Worlds 2017 if you're not paying any attention to it at all. So, Group A, we've got SKT, Edward Gaming, Cloud9, and AHQ. This was basically the worst possible group for Cloud9 to be seeded into, because I don't think they have a single chance at getting out of the group. SKT, I think, is a clear favorite. They are still very good, even though they lost to Longshu. We've been here before where they don't get first place, but they still win Worlds anyways. It's happened. So I'm very excited to see how this is actually going to turn out for them. Edward Gaming, I also think, is a very strong team. Even if they have what it takes to be the #1 seed out of the group, they are not going to stop SKT. I don't think AHQ or Cloud9 really has what it takes to beat either one of these top two teams. So even if Edward is the top team, SKT are still going to make it. I don't think Cloud9 and AHQ have a chance, so we can just kind of write off Cloud9 now, which I also think is the best hope for the West to win Worlds. So Cloud9 being placed in the group of death is pretty bad for us, but that's okay. So it should be SKT and Edward Gaming making it out of the groups of Group A. Group B is a little bit more interesting here, because I think there are a lot of ways this could play out. First off, Longshu is the I think, favorite to get out of Group B. They beat SKT during the LCK finals. Khan is an absolutely massive player for Longshu Gaming. They have pretty much all the advantages. That being said, I don't necessarily think they're SKT tier. I think they're up there, but I don't think they're as unbeatably good as SKT are. So I do think that other teams have a chance to maybe supplant them. I still give it a 90% chance Longshu make it out of Group B, but there is a possibility. So basically, then what is that last spot gonna be? You have Gigabyte Marines, Immortals, and Fnatic, which is unfortunate for me because I'm a Fnatic and Immortals fan, so only one of my teams is gonna make it out. But anyways, I do think that in the Fnatic Immortals matchup, I feel like Immortals have the advantage. Europe just kind of showed off very poorly at Rift Rivals this year. I don't think they played well at all. I think North America basically proved that they're at a higher level of play than Europe is. And so I do really think that Immortals, who are one of the strongest teams in North America, have the best chance of winning the face-off and being that last seed. I think Fnatic have a chance. They have been playing decently, but it's a chance only, and I do really still think that it's going to be Immortals. Now, the interesting wild card here is the Gigabyte Marines. We've seen them do quite well on the international stage. They prevented TSM from making the bracket at MSI this year, and they basically come up bigger than anyone expected them. They have international experience. They could be quite good. So I wouldn't necessarily say that Gigabyte Marines are out. I think that they're the long shot, but they've proven that they can play spoiler before. I think what's more likely to happen is Gigabyte Marines could play spoiler to one of the other teams by taking an unexpected game off of them. So that's the one thing I would be keeping an eye on, because if Gigabyte Marines happen to take a miracle win over Longshu or take a miracle win over Immortals, anything can happen in that group. But I do, at the end of the day, expect it to be Longshu, Seed 1, and Immortals, Seed 2. Group C is another close group, and I think that has... actually, sorry, Group D is the one I'm thinking of. Group C is another group of death, and that's because it's the same kind of thing as Group A. Royal, Never Give Up, and Samsung Galaxy are the two clear favorites. Royal make the bracket every single year. They never win it, but they do make the bracket. And Samsung Galaxy was obviously the challengers for the title last year, taking SKT all the way to 5 games, which no other team has done before in World's history. So those two are pretty solid favorites to get out of the group. G2 Esports have come up a little bit in terms of their international play. They're no longer losing every single game. I still don't think they have what it takes to beat either Royal Never Give Up or Samsung Galaxy, but weirder things could happen. You never know. And then finally, you have 1907 Fenerbahce. I don't expect anything from these guys. Unlike Gigabyte Marines, they haven't really proved themselves. In fact, they lost a game to Team World Elite, or not Team World Elite, Team 1 Esports in the play-in stage. So if you're having trouble beating those kinds of teams, I don't really know what confidence you can have going into Group C with the Korean Titans and G2 Esports and expecting to win. I don't. Weirder things have happened. These guys could be in Albus Nox Luna, and they could show up out of nowhere and steal a spot. I don't expect it to happen, though. Finally, we come to Group D. This is another group of possibility that I think is going to be very, very interesting to watch. If you can watch any groups games, you'll want to watch Group B and Group D, because this is where the drama is. But so Group D is TSM, the Flash Wolves, World Elite, and Misfits. So basically any of these teams can get out of this group. I really think they're all on mostly the same skill level. I wouldn't necessarily say that one is favored over the other. World Elite, I do think, have the best opportunity to get out. They've been the most consistent team of the lot, so I do expect World Elite to be the first seed, but I could very easily see this be a Flash Wolves group with TSM making it, or possibly Flash Wolves and Misfits. I don't expect TSM and Misfits to both make it. For the fans of the West who are watching the video, I really don't think both of those two teams will make it. I do think Flash Wolves or World Elite will be one of the seeds, potentially both of the seeds if they both play as well as they have in the past. Misfits, I think, are the clear underdogs here. I don't believe they've actually ever played on the world stage before, unless they made it at MSI. I don't remember at the moment, but I don't have a lot of confidence in this squad. I really don't. They've proven to be relatively successful in the European LCS. Obviously, they beat Fnatic and they made it to the finals against G2 Esports, but I almost feel like that was more fluke than anything, and they feel like the new kids on the block. They might be good, they prove themselves in one area, but this is the world stage, and I don't think they have it in them to be a significant threat to any of the teams in the group save TSM. TSM, I really don't expect that much out of. I feel like they're very strong pub stomp team. If you're not from a major region, TSM will always beat you. If you're from Europe or North America, TSM will likely beat you. I think that they're their strongest teams, probably the strongest team between the European and North American LCS. But whenever it comes to international play, I have never felt as though TSM have had a chance. They just don't do that well on the world stage. I think that they have very exploitable weaknesses, but anything can happen as long as they make it to the bracket. If they get seeded well, who knows? Maybe they'll end up against SKT in the finals. Anyways, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. Go ahead and let me know what you guys are thinking about the world's groups down in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. I will try to link the groups in the description down below so you guys will know who's in what group, so you can kind of have a discussion about it. I would love to chat. I love the esports stuff, so if you guys want to see more content like this, please also leave a comment down in the comment section below to let me know that you would like to see more podcasts along these topics. If you enjoy the video, go ahead and leave a like, and if you really enjoy the video, consider subscribing. I upload a video every Monday, Friday, and on patch days as well. Once again, thank you guys so very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will talk to you all later.